Welcome to Newsmax TV. I'm Ashley Martella. We're on the line with U.S. Representative and former Republican presidential candidate Ron Paul. Welcome to Newsmax, Congressman.
Thank you. It's nice to be with you.
As a member of the House Financial Services Committee, you no doubt have very strong opinions about the bailout of Wall Street, the banking industry, and now apparently the big three U.S. automakers. Your thoughts, sir?
Yes, I do have very strong thoughts about this because I think we're going in the wrong direction, and I strongly oppose it. I've opposed all the bailouts. I mean, not only have we done insurance, we've done mortgages, and now we're doing the auto industry, and we've been involved in the banking industry for a long time. I find it to be bad economics. I find it bad morally to transfer wealth from one group of people to another, no matter what kind of problems they have. And I'm old-fashioned. I still look and see if I have the authority to do some of these things. And lo and behold, the Constitution doesn't talk much about allowing Congress to go and bail out their friends. So I oppose it for practical as well as philosophic reasons.
There are many who say a large part of the dilemma the car makers face is union-related, such as long-term pensions and health care for retired auto workers. What would you like to see the big three do in that area?
Well, they're sort of trapped because they've signed these contracts. It just shows how difficult this is, and it is true. These commitments, which had been signed onto by the pressure of the unions, which were backed up by law, and it's brought them to their knees. So if we take the funds from those people who have been more efficient and to prop this system out, we'll never see the correction. So that has to be corrected. So excessive labor costs are very, very important. But the business people, the people who run the car companies, won't dare say so, or won't say very much anyway, because they can't offend the liberals in Congress who are the ones who are going to bail them out, because they all support the union. So they have to come up with these schemes that doesn't have anything to do with wages, and that's not the problem. But when things get out of whack, as they have been, you have to allow prices to go down and bad debt to be liquidated. And if the cost of labor is excessive, actually, you have to have the wages go down.
Your call for abandoning the Federal Reserve and returning the nation to a gold and silver standard. Why?
Well, it's not quite that explicit, but the Constitution said that only gold and silver can be legal tender, so that would be the guideline. The main thing is not so much that gold is perfect, it's that paper is insane. To give politicians and bureaucrats and secret bankers the license to counterfeit money and create money out of thin air is destined to fail, and it has. That's why we've had this financial bubble develop since the linkage to gold has been severed since 1971. So we're now working on trying to correct all the mistakes since 1971. In every recession that we've had since then was always an attempt of the market to say, hey, quit doing this, too much debt, too much malinvestment, change your ways. But quickly, the Federal Reserve and Congress come run rapidly in, spend more money, run up more debts, print more money. But now, this is the big one. They can't do it. They're trying desperately to print and spend, but the bubble was overwhelming, and the bursting of this bubble is something they can't contain. It would never happen under a gold standard because there would be no legal right for our central bank to spend money and create money out of thin air. I mean, the arrogance of it all is just unbelievable. Bernanke was asked not too long ago in the Bank Committee about telling us where the $2 or $3 trillion went that they've created, and he said that would not be beneficial for us, the Congress, to know where this newly created money. So in a way, he can appropriate and spend money in a secret way and just avoid all the oversight of the Congress, and it is a very, very serious matter, and it's going to end because if we continue to do what we're doing now, we will literally destroy the dollar.
Congressman, it appears as though Barack Obama will try to forge some kind of national health care plan. As a physician yourself, how do you feel about that?
Well, I care about my patients, so I would say that's the last thing we need. Besides, he has no money. Where is he going to get the money? He has no intention of bringing our troops home. He talks a little about Iraq, but we're maintaining a world empire to the tune of $1 trillion a year. He wants more troops in in Afghanistan. So if you talk about even an interim to take care of the people who are sick and not even wait for the day that we can have an ideal free market, I mean, you have to save money someplace. So if you want to help some people who are sick, you have to, change our foreign policy, bring our troops home, save $500 billion just right off the bat, instead of coming back to a balanced budget and living within our means to propose national health care and not attack our empire. Is just foolhardy and will seal our fate. Thank you.
You ran a very spirited campaign for president. Do you consider yourself somewhat of a rock star when you speak to college students? Do you feel like one?
No, not really. I'm pleased that they're interested in the issue of freedom and individual responsibility, so I'm delighted with that and very pleased. But I guess the rock star status goes to Obama and others. But one thing I'm very encouraged about is the people we do get coming to our rallies on the college campus, and they are numerous, is that they are very, very dedicated. They understand the issues. They will be hard workers. They will have an influence. They're interested in the Federal Reserve. They're interested in personal liberties. And they don't like the idea that they might be called up someday and sent overseas to fight some useless war.
Well, we'll be speaking with you again soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Ron Paul, and thank you for watching Newsmax TV.